excited again. Well, thank you. So I want to welcome you all here. Thank you for coming out, by the way. This is the biggest crowd we've had. So give yourself a round of applause. So this show, the name of the show is Something Lost But Not Forgotten. And the name is important because it represents a very important concept. Sometimes we all lose ourselves in the hectic, frustrating, spontaneous parts of life and dismiss the importance and appreciation for the simple things that we as human beings or as a human race neglect to acknowledge as a gift. Our ancestors fought for and gave us these gifts. The gifts of education, freedom, and even unsegregated bathrooms. Right here and right now, we acknowledge and remember the struggle. Celebrate the progress. Pay tribute to those both living and dead. We show them that we have not forgotten. Thank you. And I'm not sure if a lot of you know, but there is actually a Black national anthem, and that is how we open the show every year. So allow me to welcome Toby as she sings the Black national anthem named Lift Every Voice and Sing.
And sing till earth and heaven ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of a new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Stony the road we trod, bitter the chastening rod, felt in the days when hope unborn had died. Yet with a steady beat have not our weary feet come to the place for which our fathers sighed. We have come over away with the tears have been water. We have come over the path of the blood has been slaughtered. Out from the gloomy past till now we stand at last where the white gleam of our bright stars cast.
Okay. All right, Toby. All right, so following that is a very positive song from Hunter Tony, and it is by Louis Armstrong called What a Wonderful World. And here she goes.
I see trees of green, red roses too. I've seen them bloom for me and for you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. I see skies of blue and clouds of white, the bright blessed day and the dark sacred night. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. The colors of a rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? They're really saying, I love you. I've seen babies cry and I've watched them cry. They'll know much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. And yes, I think to myself, what a wonderful world.
Now that was a wonderful voice. Can I get another clap for her? Yeah? All right, so you guys have heard a little bit of singing. Now we're going to change it up because, as you know, this is a performing arts-based show. So we're going to have a little poetry come up. Now, her name is Amani Shirley. Clap it up for Amani. She's in her junior year. Sorry. We got lost in transition. Okay. And she is doing an original poem, and she will explain further.
Hello everyone. As Nani said, my name is Amani Shirley, and the title of my poem is The Skin I'm In. And these are just some of my deepest thoughts by being a dark-skinned African-American woman. Sometimes I think that anger will always be there. The anger that I feel from black men not taking pride in their black women, not wanting to date them, they even end up hating them. The indirect comments such as, oh, she's pretty for a dark-skinned girl. Do you know how that makes me feel as a black woman? They write off the darker women by only dating the light women and calling her beautiful due to the shade of her skin. Not knowing that true beauty comes from within is only creating more shallow women. Shallow women believe in everything they hear from men. Men that have been brainwashed for centuries with stories filling their minds telling them that only the light-skinned girls are fine. How can adults tell these lies when they should be uplifting us, teaching us to love one another regardless? Teaching Martin Luther King's message, judge not by the color of their skin but the content of their character. We as a people need to go forward, not backward, not back to slavery time, separating light skin and dark skin. We need to come together and celebrate our skin, no matter the shade, because it's what makes us all unique. So men and women, I ask of you to stop with your comments that are affecting women mentally and begin to uplift them because they love you as a mother, a grandmother, an aunt, a sister, a cousin, a friend, and they will be by you to the end. Thank you.
Very good. I respect my dark skin women, I just want to let you know that. Okay. So we're going to change it up a little bit, and as you see on the schedule, there's some trivia game questions. Now, the winners of the trivia game, by the way, it's called Name That Tune, so we're going to play a song. DJ Brian Nick's over there, by the way.
You ready?
He's going to play a song, and we're going to pick the hand that we see first. And because it's the first one of the night, I want a celebrity guest to come out. So I see that President Leary's in the audience tonight. And I'd like to ask her to come up here, please. You can't say no up on stage in the camera. Pick whatever hand goes up first, whatever hand you see first.
Here we go.
Oh, and by the way, the prizes will be melted.
It's Tutti Frutti.
Thank you, President Larry, I appreciate it. With all the excitement, I forgot to get my note cards. All right. So, the next group we have up is actually called the United Dancers, and they're a dance group. They're going to be doing African dance, and we hope you all like it. Just give them a minute to set up. They'll be up here shortly. Thank you.
All my ladies,
We're actually going to have a little change in the lineup. So Destiny Donnell, who is in her junior year, that one I know is correct, right? She's actually going to perform, and she can actually explain her piece better than I could. So, welcome Destiny Donnell.
Good evening. Hello, I'm Destiny Donnell. So I'm gonna go ahead and
tell you a little bit about myself before I begin my dance. So I've been dancing since I was 3 years old, and I fell in love naturally with tap dancing, and so I've been tap dancing for 17 years now. And I have a PowerPoint. It'll come in a second. Just give me a second. Just 1 second. I have some cool pictures up. Push play. No, it's not touch the show. Look, there we go. Good picture. Look at that. Aren't I cute? I'm cute. But so like I said, I've been dancing since I was very young, and I've been performing for different organizations. I've actually created my own pieces. One that I performed last year at our annual PAC, which is our performing arts concert. And I'll actually be performing another original piece this April. So if you guys are going to be around, you should come. You should come. Okay. And so there are two artists that I fell in love with when I was about 10 years old. Their names are Gregory and Maurice Hines. And I've done my research, I've watched videos, everything, and I fell in love with them. So I'm going to give you a little history about them. So they also, like me, started tapping when they were young. They started with their dad, who was Maurice Sr. They were in a small tap group, and then by the ages of 6 and 8, they performed on the stage of the Apollo in Harlem. And as they grew older, they were cast in numerous musicals on and off Broadway as separates. Well, they had a feud between 1954 and 1978 between each other, and they actually got cast for the same Broadway show, and they didn't know they were going to be cast together, but they were cast together. And that was Ooby. It's a musical called Ooby. I know, a weird title, but if you like watching tap dance, you guys should look it up, watch clips. It's actually really good. And in 1984, they were both cast in a movie called The Cotton. And it's basically a reflection of them and their mother performing for an all-white crowd in the late 1920s and early 30s. So tonight I will be performing a piece from that movie. And speaking of mothers, my mom really wanted to make it out here tonight, but she couldn't. So this is for her. It's dedicated to her. So somebody's going to be recording it. I hope she likes it. Sorry, wait. It's not my fault, sorry. Yep.
Sorry, we just go to see.
I don't know what we're doing, so I can't do it.
Okay. So, I was not going to perform tonight, and then I had a few people insist that I perform tonight. keep it honest with you. This is the first time I have ever done this before. And when I say this, I mean I've never written a poem 4 days ago, memorized it, and performed it. So bear with me. We'll see how it goes. Honesty is the best policy.
You can do it.
Before I recite the poem, I want to mention that the stars are mentioned, and most people might not know, some might know, that the North Star was actually used to help slaves get to freedom. So it's an important element of the poem. And it's in honor of all the Trayvon Martins out there. And it's called... Oh. I'll use the other mic, just in case. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Good. So it's called I Won't Forget You. Another day has gone by. The sun rose, then the moon and the stars. The stars. That leaves a glimmer so small, telescopes are used to view their essence. Another day has gone by, and you've missed the warmth of the sun's rays, the sound of someone calling your name so that you can wake up, but you can't wake up because man decided to play God last night, and I'm sorry there was no warning. No one told you you'll never stare at the moon again. I'm sorry your life was taken in front of the stars, in front of your ancestors' map to freedom. You lost your freedom of will, your freedom to live without being hunted or unjustly killed. So you no longer need a telescope to view the stars tonight, because your spirit is among them. I don't live under the assumption that the dead will rest in peace if their unfinished business is caught between discrimination and the justice system, a system whose justification for the termination of young black men from its nation is a ridiculous defense of stand your ground. But when you stood your ground, unarmed and caught off guard, he took your life away in front of the stars. I have a hard time believing your soul will rest in peace tonight. While your murderer gains fame and notoriety from the injustice in the name of the Trayvons everywhere, how can we sleep tonight? Knowing that a young boy wasn't given the chance to become a man, to make his parents proud, wasn't given the chance to become a man, to make his parents proud, to get down on one knee and experience the glee of one of the most prominent phrases said in society, will you marry me? I'm more angry that you robbed him of experiencing life than I am that you got away with taking a life in front of the stars that night. But you're so lost in your side of things that you forget that God had to watch everything. Witness the murder of his son in front of his history, in front of his family. I feel like our ancestors were watching down from the stars that night, and you were blatantly disrespectful, took all their struggle and progress out of the equation, making up stories and playing the victim, creating an even more divided nation, shoving racial profiling prominence down the throats of young parents. I've heard people admit that their greatest fear is raising a black son. They don't dare assume they beat the system or they've won. Time is able to heal all wounds, only if they've closed. But there are so many bullets reaching their targets that healing is becoming more difficult. So I'll probably pray that my brothers don't get sugar cravings in the evenings, and my sweet nephews only play outside in the daylight. Because when I look at the stars, I won't forget the young Trayvon Martins that won't make it home tonight. Thank you. Taking a big dig? Yeah? Alright, thank you guys for your support and bearing with me through that time. I believe that it is time for another trivia question and another celebrity guest. But this is how we're going to do this round. And we'll select a table, and that table has a chance of answering the question. And if they win, if they answer the question correctly, they are the first ones to go and get their food. Now that is a prize I want to attain. I don't know about y'all. So celebrity guests would be my boss, State Representative Benjamin Swan. Please don't kill me. Please come up here for a Name That Tune. So pick any table you want. What? I'm sorry. You guys won the last one. Sorry.
How about this one?
Okay. All right.
If we get it wrong, can we pass?
Yeah, the next table gets a chance to answer.
Next table to the right, right?
Huh?
To the right. The table to the right. Do we get to take it to the table?
Next table to your right.
The right.
Exactly right. That's your right. There you go. Brian, you ready?
Here we go.
All right.
John Legend. What? By Malcolm.
That was a teamwork job, and you guys did not complete your job. So, yeah, okay.
Can't hold us, Malcolm Moore. Louder.
Wait, didn't you hear from that table?
Yeah.
Actually, Brian, can you play another song? You gotta be fair.
You said she said Malcolm. No, don't you dare.
What is it? Both.
That's the Jay Han here, Nelly. Oh, yeah.
Guys, this is you first. Speaking of food, after this performer, there will be intermission where the dance floor is open. You guys can eat. That table first. And enjoy yourselves. So we have Ashley Sohn. We're gonna go a little old with this one. It's alright. We're gonna go a little old with this one. Not too old, but a little old. I'm pretty sure you all know the song. It's called I'm Going Down. And here it goes.
I seriously cannot go after Nani. Like, that was amazing. All right.
Time on my hands since you've been away, boy. I ain't got no plans. No, 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 no. And the sound of the rain against my window pane is slowly driving me insane. Boy, I'm going down. I'm going down. 'Cause you ain't around, baby. My whole world's upside down. Sleep don't come easy. Boy,
you been gone? Everything's going wrong. Why'd you have to say goodbye? Look what you've done to me. I can't stop these tears from my eyes. Oh baby, I'm going down. I'm going down. 'Cause you ain't around, baby. My whole world's upside down. Going down. Going down. My whole world's upside down.
All right. So, I lied to you guys. We're gonna have one more trivia question. And I'm sorry. Did you not want to win the prize? Then intermission. Then a taste of South African food. All right. So we're gonna change it up a little bit and do a student for a celebrity guest. Now, where are my seniors in here? Louder than the mic, okay. Yeah, I see you. I believe we have a delegate, right? Senior delegate, class president, something like that. Yeah. Hey, I gotta pick the one that represents us. All right. Well, here's Kat Mullen. Now, all you have to do is pick the table, not your own table, that's class. And the table will win the prize is the next table up to you.
Everybody getting
How can you not pick her table? Like, how can you not pick her table at this point? She just keeps doing Was that your table though? No? No? Okay. Alright, so I believe the table has Molly and Michelle. Alright. Brian, you want to play it too? You can't play that.
You get to go first.
Hey, we can get another play. It was 10 seconds, it's okay.
I was here, so I will be on the phone.
Alright, try that again. Alright. Yes. Alright. So thank you guys for playing trivia games. And we are going to have the food portion of the show as well as intermission. Please, the first table and the second table that won, please go first. And the rest of you guys follow as well and enjoy the food. Alright. Welcome back everybody. If you guys can, finish getting your food, so please take a seat. For everybody who has not eaten yet, please get your food, it is important. And I just want to give a shout out to our chef. He has always created a good meal and always will. Afnel. Thank you. You make me look good. Thank you. Good job. So the next guest, if you guys can just quiet down a little bit because she's going to need your utmost attention. Before her though, I'm going to give her a little time. We're going to do another trivia question. But this one's not for food because you're already eating. This one is also for a gift that will be able and available to pick up at SID tomorrow afternoon around 2 p.m. if you are a student. And if you're not a student, please write down your address and we will mail it to you. So, Another student celebrity guest appearance. Let's see.
Can I do it?
We did senior, junior class president. No? No? Nobody? Oh, okay. SGA, oh, wait. SGA, you're a senior, right? Yeah, junior or lower? Junior or lower? What's that? Oh, alright. I gotta give the crowd what they want, I'm sorry. You're guessing. Oh, you got headphones in here? Oh, she's gonna kill me later, so you better get So, Fania, can you please pick the table that can answer the question? Oh, you can't pick a table that's already been picked. Sorry. Do I have a table? Do I have one? Yeah? Alright. Okay, Brian, you all set?
There we go.
Alright, so anybody from that table can answer, you raise your hand, I'll pick you out.
I know it.
No one?
Seriously. I know it.
Your answer is...
You fake.
Is that... Yeah? Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take that. Alright, congratulations, Shay. Pick up your gift. That's it tomorrow. And I want to introduce, in 1 second. You know, I'm an honest host. I forgot my note cards. Sorry. El Nunu. She is actually a Hartford native. She is a poet, a writer, an actress, and spoken word artist. She has performed at many locations, such as the Bushnell in Hartford, Connecticut, and the New Eurekan Cafe in New York. She has been doing all type of performing arts since 2003. She's actually acted in The Raisin in the Sun, Wide Awake, and provided backup vocals for The Wiz. Now, please let us welcome El Nunu to the stage.
Sisters, you've been on my mind, oh. Sisters, you're one of a kind, my sisters. I'm keeping my eyes on you. How about you think I don't know nothing but singing the blues, my sisters? Have I got news for you? I'm something. I hope you think that you're something too. Dear sisters, you are not Jezebels. You are not video vixens. You are not twerk queens. You are daughters of the dust. Queens, women, goddesses, goddesses, goddesses by God, goddesses chosen by God to be the backbones of a flimsy society, the spine of your family, the foundation of civilization, the faith keepers, the innkeepers, the keepers of secrets, the healer of boo-boos. You stitch up hurt feelings like a black widow weaves together the imperfections of her web, seamlessly, effortlessly, leaving no sign of struggle, yet you struggle to keep food on tables, to keep clothes on backs, to keep needs met with no regrets, while yours are often never met, so that your family is never in wants. You will starve no fronts, your hunger is no gain. Your belly, it rumbles like thunder, earthquaking through your spirit. The rain beating your soul's windows causes pains unknown to man. Hurt they will never acknowledge or even understand, yet you stand, steadfast, a billowing standard, solid, mahogany, firm, forever extending your branches towards the sun, yet your efforts often remain unsung. But you, woman, you are a shero. You create essentials from zero. You beget something from nothing, like a pro-God resides in the buds of your tongue. You are shining beacons like the sun. They say a woman's work is never done. Well, this is because a woman's faith can never be undone, and faith without works is purposeless and dead. So you, woman, you keep working until your fingertips are blood red. You keep loving until your lungs are empty from giving others your air. You keep keeping until you've given your everything and your heart's cupboards are bare bones, dry, nothing left. Even then they will never understand why you wept, why you weep, while they try to play you for cheap. So you are on the endless journey to find value in yourself. For they seem not to comprehend the value they should place in yourself. They seem to find contentment in placing your heart on a shelf just out of your own reach. If only they could find value in the lessons you were sent to teach and the love you were sent to give. If only they could find life in the life that you live, in the birth that you give. You, woman, you give all. Just to save others from the plummet, you step up to take the fall. You volunteer as tribute without even as much as a flinch. You step up to the plate while others stay safe on the bench when they back down. You push forward, onward and upward, giving up your everything, for no sacrifice is a sacrifice without a sacrifice. So you give out of your need, never out of your excess. You choose progress while others tend to recess. In the recesses of your mind, you formulate plans of action that defy time, that boggle brains. If only they knew the turmoil you must wade through to maintain. You, woman, you decision maker, you risk taker, you all or nothing lover, you fighter, you prayer warrior. You wear your scars like tattoos. The triad has nothing on you, for this ink goes to your very soul. And though there is often no one to heal you, your hurt, your pain, you still keep your love pouring like rain. Even over those who never deserved it, those who've never returned it, even over those who have the audacity, the gall, and the nerve to question it. At times your loyalty betrays you, but you've never deserted it. You woman. You stand tall, woman. You stay strong, woman. You never forget who, what, and why you are, woman. You are I, woman. We are one, woman. Oh, see, darlings, I've been up that lonesome road and I've seen a lot, sun's going down. Oh, but trust me, this world's not gonna turn me around. So let me tell you something, sisters, remember your name, no twisters. I'm gonna steal your stuff away, my sisters. We sure ain't got a whole lot of time. So shake your shimmy, sisters, 'cause honey, the sun is feeling fine. Let's go.
my text conversations, because I don't really like to talk on the phone. I was like, text me. I called you, but you didn't text me. Yes, I am El Nuno, hailing from Hartford, Connecticut. And I'm just happy to be here to be able to share with you. I'm going to be sharing all original pieces except for one. I will share as a tribute to a great writer who is still alive. It's wonderful when we can celebrate people when they're still alive. I can't do anything with flowers when I'm dead, except maybe provide fertilizer for them, make them grow a little better. So this that I'm going to do next, who knows this book? For Color Girls Who's Considered Suicide When the Rainbow is Enough. You guys are missing out completely. This book was written by Ntozake Shange. She's a great writer. She's going through some health issues right now. It's like she's trapped inside of her own body, which is crazy for a writer if you can't share what you have locked up on the inside. So this next piece is a monologue from this book. It's actually a choreo poem. It's a lady in green. We all, especially as women, we have moments in our lives where it feels like people are just taking from us, and we want it back. We want our stuff back. Give me my stuff back. I want my love back. Can anybody relate? I know I'm not. Okay, let me get it all one way. All right, but I'm gonna need your help with this one. When I say yank dank a dank dank, you say music. Let me hear your music, like loud. Music! Yank. Say yank dank a dank dank. Y'all don't follow. What's your grade? What's your GPA? Yank dank a dank dank. Music! Yank dank a dank dank. Music! All right, A+, 4.0. Yeah. And then I'm gonna have you repeat words twice. When I go, then y'all need to say the last word that I said twice. But the last word is complicated, so you just gotta keep going and going and going until I stop. You got that? Did anybody take any notes? Okay, I remember college. Oh my God. My love is to music, to have it thrown back in my face. Yank dank a dank dank. Music. Yank dank a dank dank. Music. Yank dank a dank dank. Music. And beautiful. And beautiful. And beautiful. And beautiful. Oh. I gotta include the this. And delicate. And delicate. And delicate. And magic and magic and magic and complicated and complicated and complicated and complicated and complicated and complicated. Somebody almost walked off with all of my stuff. Not my poems or some dance I gave up in the street, but somebody almost walked off with all of my stuff. Like a kleptomaniac. Working hard and forgetting where I'm stealing. This is mine. This ain't your stuff. So why don't you put me back and let me hang out in my own self? Somebody almost walked off with all of my stuff and didn't care enough to send a note home saying I was late for my solo conversation. Or 2 sizes too small for my own tacky skirts. I mean, what can anybody do with something of no value on the open market? Did you get a dime for my things? Hey man, where you going with all of my stuff? This is a woman's trip and I need my things to ooh and ah about. Daddy, I got a mainline number from my own stuff, so why don't you put me back and let me play this duet with this silver ring in my nose? Honest to God, somebody almost walked off with all of my stuff. And I didn't bring anything but the kick and sway of it, the perfect behind for my man. And none of it is theirs. This is mine, Nunu, her own face, that's my name, and I want my stuff back. I see you hide my laugh. And how I sit with my legs open, sometimes you don't get my stuff some sunlight. And there goes my love, my toes, my chewed up fingernails. Hey man, you with the curls in your hair, Mr. Louisiana, hot I want my stuff back. My rhythms and my voice. How about this? How about you open my mouth and let me talk you out of throwing my stuff in the sewer? This here is some delicate legs and whimsical kiss that I got to have to give to my choice without you running off with all of my stuff. Now you can't have me unless I give me away. And I was doing all of that till you run off on a good thing. And who is this you left me with? Some simple chick with a bad attitude? I want my stuff back. I want my arm with the hot iron scar. And I want my leg with the flea bite. I want my callous feet and quick language back in my mouth. Fried plantains, pineapple pear juice, sunrise, and Joseph, and Jules. I want my stuff back. How I lived. Give me my memories. How I was when I was there. You can't have them nor do nothing with them. And that's why stealing my stuff from me don't make it yours. It makes it stolen. Somebody almost walked off with all of my stuff. And I was standing there looking at myself the whole time. And it wasn't no spirit took all my stuff. It was a man. It was a man whose ego walked around like Rodin's shadow. It was a man fast in my innocence. It was a lover that I made too much room for, almost walked off with all of my stuff. And I didn't know I'd give it up so quick. And the one running with him, he doesn't even know he got it. I'm sitting here shouting, "This is mine!" And he don't even know he got it. My stuff is the anonymous, ripped off treasure of the year. Do you know somebody almost got away with me? Me. In a plastic bag under the arm. Me. Dangling on a string of personal carelessness. I'm spattered in mud and city rain and I didn't even get a chance to wash up. Hey man, this is not your prerogative. I gotta have me in my pocket to get around like a good woman should and make the poem in the pot or the chicken in the dance. What I gotta do, I got to have my stuff to do it to. How about this? How about you get your own things and leave this package of me for my destiny? What you gotta get from me? I'll give it to you. Yeah, I'll give it to you. Round 5 o'clock in the winter, when the sky is blue red and Dew City is getting pressed. If it's really my stuff, you got to give it to me if you really want it. 'Cause I'm the only one who can handle it. Say it with me, I want my stuff back. All of it. All of it. Dang, 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 dang. Music. Y'all listen to me, I'm so excited. All right. As a writer, poet, spoken word artist, I've come to realize that some pieces are meant to be read, are written to be read by a reader. Some pieces are written to be read by the author to listeners. And some pieces, like the last one and the first one, are written to be performed. Those are spoken word pieces, so to speak. Well, this next piece I'm going to share with you is entitled Just Be. And it's one of those pieces that was written to be either read by a reader or heard. Yeah, that's what it was, heard. Ooh. Say it with me. I am beautiful.
I am beautiful.
You sure are. Sure are. Not me, but you. You are beautiful just the way you are. You are unique. You are divine. Cease and desist being so hard on yourselves. Cease and desist molding your life around society's standard of beauty. Do you really want to be standard? Common, average, basic? Eating on a point system so that people in the system don't point? Limiting your enjoyment to what can fit neatly into the palm of your hand? No, of course not. And so what, you have dimples in your thighs? Do you know how many people wish they had dimples? You are blessed. The Creator just placed yours in a secret place where only someone very special could see. And yes, your nose is big and wide, spread like our ancestors across the diaspora, but it's beautiful. And while everyone else must venture to smell the roses, you can enjoy the magnificence of their fragrance right from where you are. That's peace. And I know your behind is simply beyond belief. Its reputation precedes you. It doesn't always leave the room when you depart. But you're funny. But it behooves me to tell you that you don't know where you are until you know where you've been. So take comfort in knowing that your behind is always where you've been. It will be a record keeper of your experiences and your cushion if ever you fall from forgetfulness of who you are. And yes, I understand that you are not so hot about the area above your equator. I realize that your stomach is not flat, smooth, or level, but neither is Africa. And that doesn't stop everyone from having the desire to explore her terrain, climb her mountains, eat of her bounty, drink of her rivers of living waters. You are Africa. Take comfort in that, and don't fret. Of course, I see your hair is coarse, tightly coiled, intricately complex. However, so are your roots. There are thousands of years of herstory growing up and out of your being, spiraling towards the sun in prayer, never gone, never forgotten, and no comb can contain that kink. Everything about you is beautiful, so be you. In this world, in this existence, just be. I wrote that piece because in rehearsing one of the plays I was in, one of my castmates, she was explaining to people how she could only eat what could fit in her hand, and this had this many points and that had that many points, and I felt, if you don't go to eat that sandwich, please. It boggles my brain how we let people decide what beautiful is. Especially as women, we can't do that. I could be up here in a plaid top and polka dot boots and fish pants, but if it's beautiful to me, I really don't care what you think. And that's how we should all be. We should not care what other people think as far as beauty goes and as far as loving ourselves goes. We can't do that. The next piece I'm going to share with you is entitled Assets. I had to edit it. Thank you. You're welcome. You're quite welcome. And this piece is a love letter or open letter just to our women today, our young women, our older women who are falling into the young crowd as far as showing more body, less class, more the thing that rhymes with class, that thing. And it's just sad to see this. Just cover up, please. It's cold outside. I've seen some things this week. I had a gig and it was snowing outside. It was a snowstorm and people came in skirts like here. And I didn't understand. It's like, aren't you cold? Aren't your body parts cold? My body parts are cold looking at your body parts. So, when did our only assets become showing our behinds on sets? Bumping and grinding for the cameras in minimal clothing, classless, revealing all our goodies for the world to see. So they can grope our curves with their eyes, yet we're still too blind to see. TV making a fool of yourself where it's at, but that reality isn't real reality. You gotta be smarter than that. But all y'all think, all that. Video vixens squirking for dollars and lick, hip-hop divas acting ignorant, trying to be relevant but not really doing anything except being a perfect misrepresentation of the people we are. And proving they'll do anything for the illusion that they're a star. We're steady trying to erase the images of women engraved in this society's brains. This has gone too far, but we only have ourselves to blame, see. We as a people uplift this type of madness. Voluntarily Venus hottentoting ourselves for the masses, dropping that dun-dun-dun, inspiring the next generation of Miley Cyrus. See, what we do affects young minds beyond blurred colored lines, and all we're doing is giving them reasons to treat us like caged lions. Like wild birds whose wings have been clipped. Y'all steady shaking y'all ignorant behinds forgetting we used to be the stuff. That continent over there, that used to be ours. Now, all we're showing the world is how fast and low our women will drop it for 16 bars. And I mean, I totally get it. That donk is fat, that cake you baked is bananas. I get all of it. But what inquiring minds want to know is, where's your head at? What's going on in your brain? Why is your behind the only asset you can use to maintain? What about your dreams? What about what's in your heart? You'll only be young but for so long, and that asset can only take you but so far. What about your children? What will they think when their friends find that magazine with your nearly naked assets propped up on somebody's sink? Ladies, you are beautiful. You are the cast me out, but who you will become depends on who you are now. So let your behind be what you sit on and what cushions you when you fall. Don't let your behind be what defines you. You've got more going on for you than what's in your drawers. Be the woman you were created to be. Put your clothes back on. But I guess that's easier said than done. In this society where sex sells, where less is more, so why cover yourselves? Where the more skin you show, the more props you get, the more followers tag along, the more folks like what you did. Baby, use your intellect today. Put that asset away. Do something more with yourselves than flaunting your body, I say. Turn that junk in your trunk into a priceless treasure. Don't let your behind be the one thing by which your relevance is measured. Jill, don't let your hell jack up your life. Whoever heard of a caboose leading a train anyway? Don't be about that life. Cold outside. You could be cute and covered too, right? Gosh, just throw some boots on, you know. With jeans. Oh, it's cold. All right, let's see. What's next? I have a cheat sheet in here. Just in case you see me looking down, it's my little sheet Post-its. I'm no Mary Jane, but I do like my Post-its. This next piece is I Am. Another one of those pieces, you know. Some things are meant to be read, you know. This is one of those. My skin is brown and clear, for knowledge is more purifying than water, and I have a permanent thirst. It's bittersweet and never satisfying enough, but the craving is strong. My hair, brown, roots kinky like the reggae. You can't jimmy my locks, there is no master key. The master is the key. And the knowledge flows freely for those who trust their thirst. Eyes brown and deep like hearts and souls, into which you can see if you have the vision. Who am I? I am beautiful African woman, not born on the continent, never blessed enough to suckle from mama's breast, or carry or bury my fears in the warmth of her bosom, but Africa is not where you live. She is who you are. So, I am beautiful African woman, dynamic, diverse, devoted to the upliftment of my people, my brothers and sisters and all those who fall in between. I have no money to offer, but I give of myself freely, mine, my heart, my words, for there is nothing that can keep me from loving you, and no one who can stop me from teaching you. My life, my world, my universe. I look at you and I see myself. Kings and queens, melanated descendants of the sun. We are one. Participation time! All right. Do they still give class participation grades, or was that like? Yes. They do? Good. 15%? So wow. All right. So when I do like this, you're gonna say, "Wake up." Let's try it.
Wait, you're not Edo?
Yeah,
I'm not that high.
Whatever key of life you're living in.
Wake up!
15%, you said? If you can't see it, I'm rolling my eyes right now. Let's try that again.
Wake up!
That was better. Thank you.
Wake up!
Open your eyes, then open yourself. Stop playing blind to the madness around you. This society needs major help. There's far too few in control and far too many with no power. You know it's real when a man is arrested for collecting water from a rain shower. A man collected moisture from the clouds up high, and they snatched his liberty due to a law that commenced in 1925. Convicted and fined for collecting rain on his own property. It kind of makes this whole going green thing a complete and utter mockery. They want us suckling on the system from birth till death. You can't do nothing on your own around here without the government creating some kind of that.
Wake up!
And now these fools want to tax the sun. Because clearly someone must own that ball of fire. Penalizing folks for conserving energy, causing the power companies to perspire. They want to regulate everything. Solar panels creating a problem. How are you going to charge someone for sunshine? Think about it. They'll do anything to get in your wallet. Anything to nickel and dime you out of your money. Forget 12 years. It's for hundreds of years of slavery, and it didn't stop with the Emancipation Proclamation either. See, they've enslaved our minds. Shackles are no longer needed. They've got chains around our thoughts and dead weights on our dreams. It takes a conscious understanding to finally break free.
Wake up!
And now, instead of walking like one, we can shovel like an Egyptian. Cause it snowed there last year and the last month. From Israel to Kemet, they were shoveling the white stuff, and they've abandoned global warming for climate change instead. AKA man-made weather phenomena. We're being purposely misled in this global game of misdirection. Who knows what's actually true? Articles are published daily with one goal: to see just how far they can ensnare you, to see just how much they can get you to believe, and we spread their rumors like wildfire on Twitter and FB. We share posts and like without even as much as a thought. You think the truth is expensive. No. We're just broke from all the lies that we bought.
Wake up!
And furthermore, Monsanto, a sustainable agriculture company, is trying to take over every segment of the farming industry, making it dang near impossible for farmers to make a decent living. Contaminating their crops with crap they are truly tripping, poisoning the earth and our bodies with their mutant harvests. Other countries have seen the light and banned GMOs, while this one continues to feed us to darkness. This country right here can't see the forest for the money trees. It has us consuming death at every turn. Y'all better start collecting seeds.
Wake up!
And now, it's like medication is handed out like jujubes. And nothing can be taken in conjunction with anything or you could possibly drop dead. Yet we stay popping pills like teens popping blackheads. How is it that the remedy for depression causes thoughts of suicide? Or the antidote for erectile dysfunction could cause a man to go blind. Why on earth would I want the flu vaccine if it's going to make me sick? Doesn't that defeat the purpose? I just don't get it. Let thy food be thy medicine. Isn't that what Hippocrates said? Oh, I forgot. Monsanto is poisoning the food. Let me get that out of my head. Live by a pill or die by a meal. I hope you remember everything I've said. Open your eyes, then open yourself.
Wake up!
You can sleep when you're dead. Just switch it up just a little bit more. Is that good? You say something?
You're preaching the truth, girl.
Oh. I had to switch it up just a little bit. So I think, let me see the time.
9:39.
I have time for 2 more pieces. Yay! These last 2 pieces are, well, the last one is definitely introspective. The piece that I'm about to do, as a poet, you go to a lot of open mics, you go to a lot of venues, and you see poets who aren't necessarily there for the poetry. They're kind of there to hook up and that kind of stuff. So this was my I'm tired of seeing that poem. All right. I love you. But you've got me sliding down jagged black rainbows into rusted and crusted pots of fool's gold overdose. They say taste the rainbow. But all I can do is OD on candy-coated pain drops, and not even the ocean of my tears can wash away this nauseating sensation which you have so poignantly placed upon my palate. I've had it. My patience is tattered, torn. And no, I'm not coming at you as a poet scorned. This is real talk. BS walks and birds squawk, but I speak. I am poet. Hear me roar. I was not designed to appease the meek, see. The truth of the reality is that you just may never see me. Years are reflecting upon my reflection in the looking glass, and even I couldn't see the divinity that lies deep within me, far beyond this exterior you see. And all it took was faith the size of a single mustard seed for me to see that I can paint metaphoric masterpieces that melt your minds and measure across millenniums of mediums, and you still won't see that I can sing melodious melodies that'll move magnificent mountains into monstrous seas, and you still won't see that it's not blood that pulsates through my body, but purifying tsunamis of crimson red ink. Burn my tablets on its back and you just might raise the Sphinx. Burn my notebooks in the pyramids in Egypt, just may rise again. I'm a poet. I did away with childish things the very moment I picked up my pen. God placed me upon this earth so you can call me a godsend. He said there's power in your words and strength in your pen. This stage is your pulpit, these people, your congregation, for you have been chosen, and I don't choose lightly, so Oftentimes I pick up my pen in spite of me. For I am a poet, blessed with this art that he placed in my spirit, so it makes it my heart. See, I am a poet, a wordsmith on a mission, a soldier in this army of words, forever at attention. If I can stay in the guest house again, I'll stay forever. This next piece is my signature piece. This was my most introspective piece that I've ever written, and I still love it. Each time I read it, each time I recite it, I see something different, I see something more. I discover something different about myself each time. And it affects me more powerfully each time. So this piece is entitled, See Me, and after that, I'm gonna get up out of your way. Yang, dang, dang, dang! You don't see me, but I see you. You're stuck on sleep. Get on your P's and Q's, 'cause you will catch back with no describe. You know my rep, I keep my pros in check. I said you don't see me, but I see you. You're stuck on sleep. Get on your P's and Q's, 'cause you will catch back with no describe. You know my rep, I keep my pros in check. I said you don't see me. What you see is merely a figment of what your imagination perceives me to be, wants me to be, desires for me to be. 'Cause see, perception is reality. But the reality of the perception is that you just don't see me. What you see is merely the silhouette of my words, the outline shapely figure of my speech. So mesmerized by the metaphors, hyperboles, and similes. So transfixed by the transitions, suffixes, and prefixes that seemingly drippity drip from the tippity tip of my tongue and form a cesspool of verbal roughage at the very soles of my feet. Eat that. It's good for you. More nourishing than vitamins and more filling than food. And it will purge your mind of all the crispity, crunchity, Kit Kat stuff that they've been feeding you. Scoop that. Double scoop. Scoop it, chew it, consume it, and spew it because it's pure, unadulterated, uncomplicated truth. Because see, the truth of the matter is that you think you see new, but you don't see new. But today's your lucky day because I'm about to bless you with just a hint of a clue. See, I was conceived by two, but born of one. And in my belly, God planted the fire of 777 sons. That's 3 divines, a trinity of 4 primes, a divinely divine endowment to fuel me with the power of my words to open your eyes and expand your mind until you peep game to the lies, mind the lies, mind the lies, mind the lies that have cataract your eyes for most of your lives. And I used to just think it. But now I know it. God must be a poet, 'cause through my veins runs not blood but ink. And I commit poetic suicide every single time I bleed these lines onto paper just to stimulate your thoughts to think. No need for thanks. Just keep your eyes open wide, don't blink. But if you do, you just might miss me, for I am an anomaly, an oddity, traveling at light type speed. Not so easy for the naked human eye to see the quadrillions of planets beyond the fundamental 7 that our basic human optics can see. In order to see me, you gotta dig deeper than deep, like the roots of a tree, like the depths of the sea, far beyond the darkness that devours the light that compels you to reach far beyond the thoughts that you usually think and leave you dangling on the cusp of the brink of self-rediscovery. And please, no matter what you do in regards to me, never consider me extraordinary, for I never want to be labeled as extraordinary, for I'm a beautifully, intricately, masterfully composed melody, divinely designed by God for only the divine to see. Simply put, I am. And my wingspan reaches light years beyond eternity and dabbles in infinity. My fingertips retrieving thoughts and feelings you never thought you'd feel and felt you'd never think. I will grant you the momentary permission of a VIP to temporarily tap into my cheek. It's sweet like maple, thick like Tupelo, and full of divine energy, for I am an entity existing separately from commonality, ever embracing my individuality. And the fact of the matter is that I probably don't even exist in your reality. See, what I gave you was merely a glimpse, a microscopic inch, but take that with you. You can keep it, consider it a gift.
You all have been so wonderful. I appreciate you. Facebook? Facebook, anybody? Anybody have Facebook? Look me up. El Nino. El Nino. L-N-U-N-U-U. Alright? Alright, go ahead.
Well, thank you, El Nino, for what a wonderful performance it was. We're going to end the show a little early because of the weather, but we have to end on a good note with a tradition. In honor of Dawn Cornelius, we are doing a Soul Train line. Now, I know y'all know how to dance, so don't leave me up here by myself. And I'm gonna need y'all to line up. Please create 2 lines. Any volunteers? Volunteers? Anybody? A 2-step will do. A 2-step will do. I need 2 lines, not a circle, no battle circle, please. Alright. First person. I need a great one. Oh, alright.
Next level, check this out, baby girl. What you got on it?